Imagine a dusty street in a small frontier town, the kind where every creaking boardwalk and swinging saloon door carried whispers of deals, betrayals, and broken dreams. On this particular day, the townsfolk gathered with eager eyes, as if a spectacle was about to unfold. And it did. A voice rang out from the crowd. "Take any woman for free." It was meant to mock, to degrade, but instead it set the stage for something no one expected. And that's when his gaze landed on her. The Comanche girl in shackles, standing tall despite the heavy iron chains binding her wrists. Before we dive deeper into this story, let me ask you something. Tell me in the comments which country you're watching from, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss tomorrow's video. Now, let's return to the tale. Her name was Nayli, though no one in that town cared enough to ask. They only saw her as a prisoner, her fate tied to the whims of men who considered themselves powerful. Yet when the cowboy's eyes met hers, something shifted in the air. He was no stranger to hardship. The lines on his face spoke of years spent under the punishing sun, riding across endless plains dotted with prickly pear cactus, mesquite trees, and the occasional yucca standing like silent sentinels. But in her he saw not weakness, not defeat. He saw fire, a flame unbroken by chains. The crowd expected laughter, maybe cruelty. But the cowboy stepped forward with a calm certainty. His boots struck the dirt with the weight of a decision that could not be undone. "I'll take her," he said. A hush fell. Some sneered, others gasped, but no one dared to challenge the quiet force in his voice. The girl's eyes didn't waver. She didn't plead. She didn't flinch. She simply stood, her chin lifted, her pride intact. The man who had offered the so-called choice, a wealthy trader with a smug grin, looked bewildered. "You could have chosen anyone," he laughed, though his voice cracked with unease. "Why her?" The cowboy's answer was simple. "Because she's the only one here who still has her spirit." From that moment, everything changed. The shackles may have remained on her wrists, but in that instant, Nayli was no longer just a captive. She was seen. The dusty street, the murmuring townsfolk, the looming facades of wooden buildings all faded in importance, compared to the bond silently forming between two souls who refused to be broken by circumstance. The cowboy had chosen not what was easy, but what was right, and as the sun blazed high above, casting long shadows across the desert town, the story of the shackled Comanche girl and the man who dared to see her humanity had only just begun. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss the next one.